Hello viewer, welcome back to another Breakpoint video. In the last video I bailed out of a chopper and got into a bit of a gunfight near this base. I'm just out on this little island here, and I've cleared up a lot of the early hostiles. There was a lot of people rushing me, there was a lot of rockets, stuff like that. But the subject of this is after you've done all your killing, it's time to go around and try and loot all the crates. Now you can see on the HUD where I've got these loot crates that are highlighted, and you'll have, some of them will be weapons. So for instance, this is some variety of gun. I can either open and swap, or I can dismantle it for parts. I don't know what gun it is right now, but I'm going to say I'm going to dismantle it, because right now I'm going to take the parts. Okay, it was a handgun. So I got handgun parts, metal parts, and standard weapon parts. Now, there is more hostiles in here. I haven't taken everybody out. And it looks like the next crate is inside of this building. So I got to be a little bit careful at what I'm doing here. Switch to something short range. It fires a little quicker. Okay, so the crate's here. It just says open, which means it's either cash, skill points, or something like that. So 500 credits and some parts. And we got a couple of intel markers. That's quite a ways. I'm going to probably clear this building first. Okay, somebody up on the upper level.
We need to keep looking. That was too easy. All clear here. No more contact.
It is definitely not clear. And you got to sort of use the right gun for the job. You know, like if I want long range, I'll use a sniper rifle, but it is not good in a close range gunfight, no matter what kind of fantasies you have about being the ultimate sniper. Now that was a little risky to take that shot, because if I hadn't dropped him, he would have alerted the rest of the base that I was here. And I guess I can't get up on that walkway from here. There's nothing really significant up there. There'll be a little bit of ammo that he's carrying, and if I wanted to, I could swap for his gun, but it's unlikely to be better than what I'm carrying. There is rooftop access, but I don't think there's anything particularly significant I want on the roof. The Tavor is actually a pretty good assault rifle. If it wasn't for the fact that I get a no damage reduction for using the suppressor on light machine guns with this class, I would be tempted to pick up the Tavor. You can also run an extended magazine on that, although you do have to buy that, and that'll get it up to a 50 round capacity, just like the P90 has that I'm carrying. And it's also switchable between single shot and full automatic. Okay, I don't think I'm going to bother going up to the roof. There's no other crates in here, because at this range I would be able to see them on the HUD, but I do have one sort of outside and down at the ground. You can see it's just to my east from where I'm standing. And that red mark may be up on the roof of this building. So it looks like the crate's inside this building somewhere. Looks like it's up on the second floor based on where it is on my HUD. We got some intel here. And there's a couple of choices. I either have another bivouac or I have a flash hider. So I'm going to take the flash hider because I'll normally prefer to always take the weapon equipment. Now the other thing is when you're moving around inside a building like this, a lot of times I like to go third person, and that way you can swap shoulders for looking around corners. You can stay in your aim mode.
What? No! Hold on, spare me.
Doors like this are biometric locks, so you need a enemy soldier to open it. Normally what you do is you just shoot the guy and then bring him in here, like carry him in, and that'll open up the door. A lot of times that's sort of specialty stuff that you'll find in there, like rockets or intel grenades, stuff like that.
Hey, stay away.
Now it looks like I got a hostile in this building.
What do you want?
Please, leave me alone. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What is it?
What are you doing here?
You can also click the right stick to do a melee. That's nice and quiet. Ooh, and the M4A1. That's actually a really good rifle. Super fast rate of fire. So you definitely want to have an expanded clip for it. But I'm not going to take it right now. I'm just going to carry this guy to open up that door. Now, while you're carrying somebody, the only weapon you have available is your pistol. So that's a little bit limiting. And you're also not particularly fast. And the door opens, and now that you're in here, you can set them down. So a breach torch, that's for cutting through fences. An intel grenade, 2 of those. Now this door is still locked because I only brought the guy over to the other door. And when I'm doing stairs, normally I would use the handgun because you can move a lot faster with the pistol out than you can with a rifle. And it looks like we got a crate up here too. So open and swap or dismantle. I'll usually choose dismantle if I get that glitch where it doesn't tell me what type of gun it is. So that was some sort of assault rifle because there's assault rifle parts. And then when you're in the third person view, it's also a good idea a lot of times to be swapping shoulders so that you're looking around corners and you're getting the camera where you want it to be. And there was some intel over in the next building here. So once the shooting's over, it is kind of important to try to find everything in the base.
Who are you?
Please. What is this? I'm not doing anything wrong. No.
And because the last intel had information about that flash hider, this one has the bivouac left. Now, if I go to the map and I highlight this base, highlighting right on this little thing here, it doesn't actually say anything, but if I throw the drone out, I can scan the base and it'll tell me what all is supposed to be here. See this little marker here for the oceanic power plant? Now usually there's a marker like that, and once you've got it, it'll tell you how much stuff is supposed to be here and whether or not you've got it all. And in this particular location, one interesting little thing is that there's actually a crate out here. You have to walk along the top of them pipes to get at it, or you have to swim out here. Oh, you know what? There was a crate out here, but I've already been out and picked it up. That's why it's not showing. But sometimes going off the beaten path can be worth your while. And you can explore for that kind of stuff with a drone. Like if the crate was here, the drone would have found it. And the fact that it's not here means that I must have gotten it with this particular character. I don't know if I've ever been here with my main character. Now, the other thing is when you have your drone out and it's quite a ways away from you, you can just click up on the thumb pad and it instantly disappears and you're back at your character.
Jesus. Where did you come
Okay, now if I look on the map again, have I scanned that thing? No, it's still not. It's still not showing me info, and I don't know if that's because there's still some hostiles alive to the west of us. So they'd be off in this direction.
I don't see anything.
Now, if you've got the marker right near you and you still haven't spotted anything, they're probably above you or below you.
There's nothing out here.
These rocket guys, if you hit them in the backpack, they explode. But that tells everybody else in the base that you're around. And if I check it now, still doesn't indicate. Anyways, I think that's going to cover it for this video. This was mostly just about the aftermath and the looting and stuff like that. A few tips on combat, but nothing really intense. And yeah, one trick is that third person is good for walking around with your gun out if you know there's people around you. And just kind of keep swapping shoulders. You can peek around corners like that. See if there's anybody to worry about this way. Switch to the other side, check your corners. And that'll keep you from getting shot up quite as much. So maybe you're not playing on the easiest skill level. That might be the difference between surviving and not. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully there'll be more videos like this. So check back for the next one.